a.m. live, and I'll just have to say from the beginning, all of my favorite food groups right here. This and sushi survive on simply just like that. We have Gary Miller.
For breakfast?
Well, it is a fruit, right? It is a fruit. It's a fruit juice. Gary Miller, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And the exciting news is that you are now the owner of the Sutter Creek Cheese Shop, along with your fabulous wine tasting facility in downtown Sutter Creek.
Yes, we took the cheese shop in February, and it seemed a natural partner, obviously, with wine. So we're trying to expand not only the selections of cheese, but food items around cheese.
All in the same location, right?
Unfortunately not. We have two separate locations. The cheese shop is at 33 Main Street, and our tasting room is at 67 Main Street. So very close.
So how do you're going to leave that the same, but you might have some wine in the cheese shop, though, too?
We may have eventually. We would love to put the two together, but that's a facilities question, and we explore that every day. So,
Well, it's good business in Sutter Creek. You know, my wife and I just went over to St. Helena. In fact, we were there rocking on Sunday morning, but we had a couples massage, and after we were done, they brought out a plate almost exactly like this. So did you supply the plate for us?
unfortunately, I did not.
Anything to do with the earthquake?
Hopefully not.
No, unfortunately.
Well, it's good to have you on the show. What are we going to talk about today? What do you want people to know?
Well, what I thought we would do is look at a couple things. One of my favorite breakfasts is a product called chèvre mousse, which is a whipped goat cheese. It's terrific on a fresh sourdough baguette, with or without jam. We carry a selection of local jams and local honeys, as well as many other products. So we have a little bit of that on the platter.
I think I can lift this up and get a better look.
This is all fresh right now, right?
This is all fresh.
Let's try some
Smells
cheese.
fabulous, too.
That is a double cream blue cheese called Santagur.
Terrible.
Let me try it. Let me see how bad it is.
I'm a cheese eater. Some people,
Me too.
I think most people are, but this is wonderful.
That's awesome.
It
And what about this one here?
That is an English cheddar with black truffles, and has been deemed to be addictive by some people.
I'll agree with that. That is really
I could live
wonderful.
with that. This one's creamy. This one's
Very silky.
got a different taste to it. I like it.
I like the truffle in the background, hint of it, not overpowering. Very nice.
That's
And,
nice.
and this, like a
That is a country pâté. We're blessed to have a young couple on Apple Hill who is in the charcuterie business, and they provide us with some great product. They have a chicken liver mousse. They have one of the greatest products they have is actually called duck pastrami, which in itself is also addictive. I mean, it's a great product. So
That's wonderful.
they're just a young couple who's decided to build this business, and we get product from them all the time.
They're doing it right. That is
Yeah,
delicious.
they make a great product.
It's really good.
Really
and
tasty.
this, no, too early in the morning. But what is that?
This is a great pairing. This is our first rosé. The grapes for this were grown on Apple Hill as well.
Okay.
It is predominantly Grenache with a little bit of Mourvedre, but a very dry rosé. Still, to this day, people are surprised not to have some residual sugar in their wines.
Is that what you poured here?
This is what
I'm
we
just going to
poured
smell.
today.
I'm not
tasting?
going to drink.
And rosés are famous for being a
taste
great
it.
pair with goat cheese. Literally any goat cheese in a rosé.
Now, do you think people could use that for cooking too, or mostly just drinking?
Oh, it's too
I
good to
think
cook.
I don't know.
Mostly-
I'm not a cook.
Mostly drinking, but I mean, you can cook with any wine, particularly if you're serving wine with dinner. The idea is to use that wine in your cooking as well.
Incorporated to get the same flavors drawn out.
Exactly.
Too good to use for cooking. I mean, unless it's been sitting for quite a while, which I can't imagine a nice wine's going to sit around like that. But it's fabulous, and I wanted to taste it because the boucan, it was really wonderful. And then with the taste, it's dry. I like that. I'm not a big sweet wine kind of person, but that goes excellent with the pâté. They were just, meant
What's
to
the
be
alcohol
together.
content in this one? Any idea?
From memory, about it's in the 13s,
It
13,
smells
7.
kind of sweet and fortified almost. But
It smells
what's
great.
it taste like? You taste it.
It's dry, a little bit of fruit.
A little strawberry, I think.
Maybe, maybe a little strawberry,
I like
but it's
dried.
mellow. There isn't a particular thing that completely jumps out. And
I don't like that overpowering sugar.
I had the flavor of the pate already on my palate, and then with the wine, they just feel like they were meant to be together.
Sure.
Excellent match.
Well, a nice acid balance in the wine will cut through the fattiness in the pate, and the lower alcohols make the wines more food-friendly as well, so.
Yeah, nice pairing. What else do you have here?
This is our 2012 Mourvedre. This is a grape that's a Rhone red wine, not often bottled unto itself. A wine that we like a lot. A couple of the nicest wines I've had have been Mourvedres from El Dorado County. I think it's going to really find a home there. We just moved here from Sonoma about a year and a half ago,
Okay.
and we've been sourcing fruit from Amador as early as 2002. We love the fruit here. We're transitioning, and probably 18 months from now, everything will be from Amador or El Dorado.
Great.
We just bottled our first Amador Zinfandel. And
Where's your facility?
we work out of the Skinner facility in Fairplay.
Okay.
We have friends there, so the winemaker there is actually his first job in the business was working for me in Napa 12 years ago. So
Wow, great. Yeah.
it's closed the circle. So
So you've been in the business for a long time.
we've been making wine for about 15 years. Yeah.
In Sonoma County or Napa County or both?
Both. I had a culinary background prior to that. Wine was always a close second, and I had this westward migration, so it was a natural fit. So now we're trying to get, as I said, close the circle and bring a little more of the food back and do some special offerings from the
That's
shop.
So the reason you moved here is because we don't have any big earthquakes, right? We'll let that one go.
So if people want to find a little more information or talk with you, come into the tasting room, how do we locate you? How do we get a hold of you?
The tasting room is at 67 Main Street. It's now open 7 days a week. And you can always pick up the phone at 267-5828.
Great.
And the cheese shop is at 33 Main Street. It's open all but 2 days a year, so
Wonderful.
we're always there.
Okay.
Well, we're just going to run off real quick. We'll be right back. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
You bet.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.